This is the web series For the Love of BIM, promoting Barbados, everything Bajan Canadian, and everything Canadian Bajan. Welcome to episode 14 in season 3 of the web series For the Love of BIM. I am your host, Sonia Marvel Carter. We have so much to talk about today. Exciting things are happening. Have you been following the UN's climate change conference, COP26 that is, being held in Glasgow, Scotland? Our Prime Minister, Amanpour Mottley, continues to make a case for Barbados and the small island developing states. As she addressed the meeting with most of the world leaders present, she again called for the main polluters and those contributing significantly to global warming and the destruction of our ozone layer, and by extension our planet, to step up and not just take responsibility for their actions, but to assist in repairing the damage done by reducing emissions now, and to help those through who no fault of their own have been suffering from the adverse effects of these increased emissions by creating a sizable trust fund, if you may, to ensure that finances are available to assist those in need. Countries like us in the Caribbean, who are put in these perilous positions by the poisons that the polluters have unleashed on the planet. You know what? Let's listen to an excerpt of Prime Minister Mottley's speech and her interview with CNN's Christiane Amanpour.
Your Royal Highness, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the pandemic has taught us that national solutions to global problems do not work. We come to Glasgow with global ambition to save our people and to save our planet, but we now find 3 gaps. On mitigation, climate pledges or NDCs. Without more, we will leave the world on a pathway to 2.7 degrees, and with more, we are still likely to get to 2 degrees. These commitments made by some are based on technologies yet to be developed, and this is at best reckless and at worst dangerous. On finance, we are $20 billion short of the $100 billion. And this commitment, even then, might only be met in 2023. On adaptation finance remains only at 25%, not the 50-50 split that was promised nor needed, given the warming that is already taking place on this earth. Climate finance to frontline small island developing states declined by 25% in 2019. Failure to provide the critical finance and that of loss and damage is measured, my friends, in lives and livelihoods in our communities. This is immoral and it is unjust. If Glasgow is to deliver on the promises of Paris, it must close these 3 gaps. Thank you.
This is a big deal for countries like yours, and you represent a lot of the frontline countries. You, in Barbados, if I'm not mistaken, have less than a percentage point of emissions.
That's right.
And yet you say that you are on the front lines of the impact of everybody else's pollution. What exactly do you mean by that? What does it look like?
To begin with, we have a serious problem with water. We have effectively drought-like conditions for the better part of the last few years, where almost as half the island is at risk of getting adequate water. Secondly, we have an impact with respect to our coral reefs. A lot of the marine life that we saw as children are no longer there. Thirdly, we have the possibility of, and we're seeing it already, of saltwater intrusion into some of our aquifers, making the water situation more dire. And then we have the sargassum seaweed as well on the east coast and most of our countries, from the very south in the region to the Gulf of Mexico. And this affects people who have restaurants or hotels or whatever, because the smell is toxic.
And that's because of the
That's because of the climate, that's right. And
of
then,
the water.
And you have not heard me say floods or hurricanes. And those are the other ones as well. This year, Barbados had its first hurricane in 66 years, and before that, we had a freak storm for 90 minutes that had 46,000 lightning strikes in 90 minutes.
Professor, do you find it difficult to convince the people who you need to convince that this is all due to climate change?
I think people are getting there. The problem is that those who need to make the decisions are kicking the can down the road, and they believe that they can because they're not seeing us. They see themselves. And for them, they don't reach that period of peril probably for another 15, 20 years. I mean, you heard this morning 4 degrees to Shanghai and Miami to be eradicated. Well, it's 1.5 and 2 for us. So there are a lot of us that are going to be affected before Shanghai and Miami.
That is what you call representation and leadership. Even during the prayers from Deanery Gardens at Canterbury on November 3rd, Prime Minister Mottley was referenced regarding her speech at COP26 and her passion in articulating the plight of the countries adversely affected by climate change. And as we focus on global warming and climate change, have you noticed that as much as COVID has taken over and has become everyone's main topic and focus for almost the past 2 years now, hurricanes and adverse weather conditions are still very much present and even more likely in these times. So we can't drop our guard and we must continue to prepare. And in that regard, the Barbados-Canada Association is raising funds at their Independence Gala this year for the Disaster Emergency Management Department in Barbados. So don't delay. Support the cause. Help to ensure that Barbados, our homeland, is prepared. As the advertisement in Barbados in back in the day used to say, be prepared, get ready before the high winds come. Now, you're asking how you can support this cause? Of course, it's easy. Purchase a link to the upcoming virtual gala on November 20th for $55. Yes, only $55. If you want to give more, you surely can. But $55 for 55 years of independence, with proceeds going to the Department for Disaster and Emergency Management in Barbados, helping to prepare our island to handle whatever natural disaster may come our way. And as you know, preparation, of course, is ensuring we have the funds and the tools to rebuild, reconstruct, and recover if we are again in the path of a devastating weather system. In an upcoming episode, I will tell you more about the Disaster Emergency Management Department and exactly what they do. But back to the gala for now. It will be an elegant affair, and the best part is it will all be brought to you right in the comfort of your home. So purchase your link by e-transfer to bcatreasurer66@gmail.com. Password is Barbados. So whatever the question you use, remember the answer is always Barbados with a capital B. And if you're not in Canada, guess what? You can attend as well. That's the beauty of a virtual event. Those outside of the GTA or Canada may not have access to e-transfer, but the BCA has thought of everything. So you can use the donate option on the BCA's website to purchase your link for this great event via a secure link through PayPal or by credit card. And you too can support Barbados while being thoroughly entertained with an exciting package which they have in store. There is so much more to tell you about this event, but you know what? I'll let Gabby help.
Hi, this is Dr. the Most Honorable Anthony Gabby Carter, the Gabberts for you. And I'm here by the center that celebrates me. And celebrating our resilience is the theme of the Barbados-Canada Association's Virtual Emerald Gala on November 20th. $55 minimum and dressing semi-formal will get you in. We are raising funds for disaster relief and for scholarships. So join us and your friends and family all over the world as we celebrate 55 years of independence for our dear, sweet, loving country, Barbados. See you there on November 20th.
That I say that the beach belongs to we.
The theme is celebrating our resilience. And along with Gabby, the other top entertainer will be the mighty Griner. We will also enjoy the comedic stylings of Standpipe Productions. Mr. Hunt, the DJ, will be on the proverbial wheels of steel. And to guide us through the evening are our professional and extremely competent hosts, Cheryl and Denny. And I've not even told you the best part yet. Raffle tickets are on sale all like now. Accessible also through the BCA's website donate page. Just go to the Barbados-Canada Association's website, which is barbadoscanada.org. You then click on the donate button And there the page comes up. There will be some great prizes, and I will highlight those prizes next week. Also, a live auction and even better prizes. And you know a trip or two to Barbados has to be included. And there will be some giveaways for just having attended. And this is all to raise funds for Barbados while celebrating our Emerald anniversary, 55 years of independence. And just in case you're wondering where the green comes from in the flyer, Emerald to celebrate our Emerald anniversary, because blue and yellow make which color? Yes, you got it, green. And just in case you forgot, Barbados is moving to Republic status also on November 30th this year. So you don't want to miss this gala and miss out on being a part of this historic event as we complete the dream of our father of independence, the Right Excellent Errol Walton Barrow. I won't be upset if you stop watching this right now to go purchase your link, but come right back as I have more to share. So the Barbadian associations here in Canada will be competing to see who can sell the most links, thereby contributing to raising enough funds to provide a large donation for the Disaster Emergency Management Department in Barbados. And to help sweeten the pot, so to speak, the association that sells the most links will have a tree planted in their honor on November 22nd this year in a special tree planting ceremony, compliments of the Barbados Consulate at Toronto. The tree will be planted on the association's behalf by the Minister of Environment in Barbados himself. And during the recorded ceremony, the minister will of course highlight the great contribution that the association would have made in support of Barbados and Barbadians. So let's see which association's name will be attached to one of the newest trees to be planted in the Botanical Gardens in Barbados on November 22nd. Okay, so that is some fun rivalry for the associations. But how about a little competition for you, the viewers? And the prize up for grabs is a complimentary ticket to the BCA's Virtual Emerald Gala on November 20th. Now, all you have to do is be the first to email me the correct answer to these 5 questions. I'll read the questions in a minute, and submit the required photo. We're going to ask you to submit a photo as well. Listen out for the rules. And remember, this is a virtual event, so anyone, anywhere in the world can enter for a chance to win. Email your answers to torontoinfo@foreign.gov.bb. The email address again is torontoinfo@foreign.gov.bb. The first person to submit an email with the correct answers to all 5 questions and the required photo will receive a complimentary link to the BCA's Virtual Emerald Gala on November 20th, start time 6 p.m. So listen out for the questions now. Question 1. Who are the 2 main entertainers advertised for the upcoming BCA Virtual Emerald Gala? Question number 2. Which episode in this season 3 of Fuhdeloveuhbim showed our new High Commissioner Glenn Clark pictured with his daughters? Question 3. Which anniversary of independence is Barbados celebrating this year? Question number 4. Who is considered the father of independence of Barbados? And question number 5, what is the theme for the BCA's Virtual Emerald Gala this year? And you must also submit a photo of yourself bedecked in the Barbados colors of ultramarine, gold, and black. In other words, blue, yellow, and black. Put it up. Those are easy giveaway questions, and a simple photo to take is you must have lots of BIM paraphernalia which you could dust off and have ready. As a matter of fact, you should have had it ready because this is November. So email your correct submissions and your photo to be able to claim your prize this week, because next week's requirements may not be so easy. Did I tell you then? There's going to be another competition next week. Now to the birthday shout-outs.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to all celebrants. And before we go, here is a list of the Barbados Independence activities coming up this month. We will also update the list as we have more details, and you can find this on our social media pages as well. This is our list of independence activities for 2021. We start the ball rolling on Saturday, November 20th with the BCA's Virtual Emerald Fundraising Gala. And you can keep following us on social media for details with regards to this fundraising gala. The Barbados Association in Winnipeg, they also have their Independence Gala on Saturday, November 20th. That information will also be on our social media page. On Sunday, November 21st is the annual Independence Church Service. This is also a virtual event, and you will have that information on our social media pages as well. I just want to let you know, all of the information here you're seeing will be updated as we get more information coming to hand in terms of times and the links to access. But keep following. We will have the information for you, and you will be seeing the flyers coming out very soon. At this time, just mark the dates off on your calendar. On Monday, November 22nd, there will be a lecture on Republicanism by Sir Hilary Beckles. This also is a virtual event. Tuesday, November 23rd, there's a games night, and this is going to be for the Barbadian associations all over the world. Another virtual event. Stay tuned for information on that. Wednesday, November 24th, there will be a town hall meeting with Prime Minister Mottley. And yes, it will also be virtual. Information will be shared as soon as possible on that as well. Thursday, November 25th is the flag raising in Brampton. And there will also be a virtual independence event with all the Barbados missions later in the evening. We'll give you times, like I said, as soon as I have that information. On Sunday, November 28th, there will be an independence church service at the Church of the Nativity in Scarborough, and there will also be an independence church service at Parkdale United Church in Ottawa. Following on Monday, November 29th, will be the flag raising at Toronto City Hall. All protocols will be in effect for the COVID-19, so this will be streamed or recorded, and we will show this to you at a later date on our social media platform. Actually, we may be able to show it to you within an hour of it being recorded. And on Tuesday, November 30th, will be the flag raising at Ottawa City Hall. By the way, I hope all of you on the east side of the GTA got your flying fish, your breadfruit cuckoo and saltfish, or even your good old Bajan soup with dumplings from the Bajan kitchen yesterday. They had a pop-up kitchen in Scarborough. And if you missed it, don't fear. I am sure they will be popping up again. And look out for them as well on November 20th, as they will be a part of the Independence Gala. But I'll tell you more about that next week too. Well, that's all the time we have for today, folks. So join us again next week when we will unveil another competition, have more giveaways, and highlight additional aspects of the upcoming independence celebrations, including those outside of the GTA. But just before I head back inside to my desk, yes, to clear some of that mountain of work that's on my desk, I think I'm going to play a little bit in the leaves with my 7-year-old niece who's visiting me from Barbados. Yeah, she's here for a few months from Barbados. So I think I'll make use of this time to go and play in the leaves with her a little bit. Yeah, I'm still a child at heart. So be safe, get vaccinated, adhere to the protocols, and continue to play your part to stop the spread of the COVID-19 virus. See you next week.
We love the music. watching For the Love of BIM.